Phil Baideme, Speech 1110, Section WB. MMA, what is it? Talk to some and it's the greatest sport that's ever been invented. Talk to others and it's a brutal death match in a steel cage to the bitter end. Research the information yourself and you may find reasons to support this ever-growing sport. Now, mixed martial arts began as early as the Greco-Roman period. According to Plykov's combat sport in the ancient world, the mainstream academic view has been that pancration was the beginning. Pancration was a sport that combined wrestling as well as boxing, and a lot of the matches ended in death. It was developed in the 7th century BC, and at that time it was introduced into the Greek Olympic Games. During the early 1900s, various style mixed martial art events took place throughout Europe and Japan, and one of these examples is Bartitsu. According to Graham Noble's Journal of Manly Arts, it was founded by Edward William, and it's a prime example of an MMA event that began to combine the boxing and wrestling and pancration with other forms of martial arts such as judo and jiu-jitsu and various other European martial arts. In 1993, MMA was introduced to the United States by the UFC, where the Gracie family introduced the competition to answer the age-old questions of which martial art was the best. This event showed that and much more, such as some of the mixed martial arts strengths and weaknesses, and different fighters began to only train in the strong points of the mixed martial arts, and it sparked new businesses around the world as a result. We can see this event growing fast as the last major event gathered more than 60,000 participants and pay-per-view events reaching past 1 million. The most recognized division of the sport, which is the UFC, they've aired over 130 televised events, and we can also see this fastly growing as far as the new MMA gyms that seem to be opening up on every corner in almost every state. Now, there are some reasons not to support MMA that some people feel. One is that it's brutal and it's violent and bloody and savage, but these words more accurately describe the origins of MMA, such as the pancration that was introduced into the Greek Olympic Games. They don't accurately reflect MMA as it currently sits in our modern society today. Another reason is that the no rules, which the UFC touted when they originally started their events, and that actually has changed over the years as well. The no rules led to a lot of controversy, where most states actually banned the UFC or the mixed martial arts events. Currently now, there's 45 states that have legalized it, and so it only leaves us a couple more. Another reason that people don't want to support mixed martial arts is that they say that it's dangerous. They've heard of people dying in the sport. Just as many reasons as people have to support it or not to support it, they have to support it. Some of the reasons is the recent changes at the New Jersey Athletic State Commission. It started to enforce some new rules in 2000. It reduced the danger of the competitors, as well as started more acceptance of the sport. According to the journal Sports and Science, after the adoption of these rules, MMA events that are sanctioned have similar injury rates such as to boxing. And there's only been 2 reported deaths in the past decade. So compared to other sports, that's not too bad. Some of the rules that they added was gloves to protect the fighter's hands, mouth guards to protect the fighter's teeth, and a referee to enforce the rules, as well as weight classes to protect the smaller guy from the bigger guy, and time limits to reduce the duration of the damage that each fighter is taking. The MMA is a fast-growing sport. Is another reason to support it, as well as a growing business. I've been watching mixed martial arts events since the early 90s. I've watched over 1,000 events, trained and competed. It seems to me that the most common reason for the lack of support is not understanding the origins of MMA, the current rules of MMA as it sits today, and not seeing it as a legitimate business or a legitimate sport. If you take the time to actually do the research yourself to learn about MMA, the origins of it, talk to some of the local fighters, and maybe go see a local mixed martial arts venue. This will help promote your local community, local businesses and jobs. So I hope you take the time to do that. Thank you.